I mean, I thought we played a pretty good hockey game. We lost the special teams battle. That ended up being, the biggest difference for us. But for the most part, we played a good game. We'll look at some of the things we can clean up, but guys were into it tonight.
What can you say about your read on your goal to step up and become?
I saw him take a look at my winger, so I just tried to stay close to him in case he did throw it over, and luckily I was able to grab it and fortunately went in.
How do you guys feel like you attacked a goaltender like Connor Hellebuyck tonight?
Good. I don't think we, tried to change anything, from our game with Bucky over there. But obviously a good goalie. I thought we had some good looks. They just ended up being able to go ahead in the third, and just come in tomorrow, look to get better.
What do you think about the play from Phil there to step up after the hit?
It was awesome. Guys, praised him a lot in between periods. It was great to show him stand up for a teammate, and it was awesome by Phil.
Noah just kind of put the loss on himself for making two mistakes there in the third that led to the goals. He's been so good for you guys pretty much all season, but couple of tough mistakes. It just shows how tight these games are going to be down the stretch.
Well, that play never would have happened if they called the penalty on Garley in the corner. So, Jules is fine. He's playing great. Wouldn't change a mindset at all.
Is that one of those ones where you can talk to him, help him sort of bring him out of the funk he's going right now, or just let him be?
He doesn't need to think about that at all. He's playing great. He's approaching the game, the best, that I've seen from him since he's been here, and for him, he's just focused on what he's, keep doing what he's doing. Don't worry about, mistake here and there. Mistakes are going to happen.
When the physicality ticks up in a game like that, you have to still sort of be aware and when you can step up to make a big hit and keep that physicality going,
right? Yeah. It's also tough when you're battling, the first hit of the game is not a penalty and he calls it a penalty because I'm a bigger guy. It felt like we were battling two teams tonight, and it's unfortunate, but we'll look to come out on our road trip with a good effort and keep what we have going, what we have good going here.
Did it feel like there was a playoff-like intensity to this game?
Yeah, it was tight. The game was tight out there. We knew it was going to be. Those guys defend well. We feel like we defend well, and for the most part, it was very tight. That's what it's going to be here to end the season and going into playoffs, and we need to, be ready for it. Handle our emotions a little bit better. I got a little hot, but there's always something to learn from. Like that. But those are the kind of games we're gonna see to end the season here.
How little is the margin of error against a team like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of teams that can capitalize. They have some good players. The players that made the plays on the third and fourth goals are good players. They're able to make those plays, a lot in a game, and we just have to, rebound. There's no point in worrying about it. We've played some really good hockey. I thought we played some good hockey tonight. We just gotta keep pushing forward.
They're going to be nice when your big guns don't score. What does a game like this say about the importance of secondary scoring?
Yeah, it's going to be nights like that, like you said. I haven't really given too much thought about it, but we have a deep team. There's guys that can score. I know our two goals tonight were from the back end, which is unusual for our group, but we're fine. We're not going to give our scoring two thoughts, about tonight. So we just got to keep pushing and have a good start to the road trip.
Tight game right up until the third period there, and just a couple of mistakes turned the game.
Yeah, we just got a little, lost a little composure on those plays. So it's good. It's a good learning lesson for us. We just got to be careful of those things, not run out of position.
Noah kind of put the loss on himself a little bit when he spoke to us post game, but he's been so good for you guys for most of the season.
It was actually a great hit. Could have played it a little different, but I think we could maybe play the 2-on-1 too, and maybe give Demmer a chance. So, but a couple plays they made the plays we didn't.
It's a big team over there. How do you think your team reacted to the physicality in this game, especially in the first 40 minutes? It felt like.
I thought 5 and 5 were really they won the special team battle, but I thought we were better 5 and 5. So, but there's a lot of care in that room, so I'm actually happy with the effort.
What do you think about Phil Di Giuseppe, one of the guys stepping up against a guy much bigger than him on the hit on Niels Amon?
Yeah, love it.
Rick, I know some fans are probably unhappy with some of the calls tonight. I think a couple of your players maybe are unhappy. Where do you stand on officiating, determining?
It's going to be like that. I mean, you're going to have these games. Whether you think you got screwed or not, doesn't really matter. These guys are. It's a hard game. The last couple of games we've taken a lot of penalties, and then that's for people to say if they are penalties or not. I'm not going to go there. We played hard. Just unfortunately they won the special teams battles tonight.
So what do you? I mean, Winnipeg obviously is a top team, as are you. What do you take away, or what do you hope your team takes away from this game, as sort of a lesson about what it will take to win in the
just
playoffs?
Don't get frustrated. I think we're getting frustrated with some things out there, and just don't let it fester, because then what happens when you get frustrated? You run out of position, or you do something that's uncharacteristic. So, when we got to build a resolve when you're in tight situations, that you're going to make sure that you keep your head. That's all. But there's, like I said, a lot of care in that room. Guys played hard.
It felt like the power play had an opportunity to make a difference in this game. What needs to change for the power play to start clicking again?
Well, I mean, there's a little bit. You can tell there's a little frustration, tension, when guys are getting the puck, they're losing it. I thought when it was 2-2, we had that power play there that wasn't good at all. That's the dagger. That's the power play. You have to have the dagger, and I didn't like that power play at all. We mismanaged the puck, and we need some guys to in those situations to meet pressure with pressure on that one. And I don't think we did on that, especially that one.
And did it feel like there was a playoff intensity to this game? And do you feel like the team, you talked about getting frustrated. Do you feel like there's a lesson to learn about how to play in that kind of intensity?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad frustrating. I saw some guys getting frustrated, but it wasn't that bad. I mean, but we have to learn from it for sure. Playoff experience is big, and you can look at these games and get the experience when we run into another game like this. Get that experience. Learn from what happened last time. How do I deal with these situations? So we'll learn from this.
Julesen's goal, his first for his hometown team, is all that. It was a great goal. He steps up.
Sure.
Spoke to how confident he's feeling. Is there any concern he might lose confidence because of how the third?
But this is big for Jules. You got to shake it off. You got to be a closer in baseball. You got to come back right in there in Minnesota and keep on your staples. Keep what you've been doing. Don't I don't want him backing off. Maybe certain reads, maybe. But he's been making great reads, so he's fine. He'll be fine.
I think it was after the fight. You seem to be pressing a point home with the ref. What was the point you were trying to make?
With me?
Yeah.
Well, I just thought that, I don't know. There's some hits there. I mean, I'm not going to question when Myers got the penalty right away. I thought that would so anybody who gets hit in that, I thought the Lowry. Listen, we can sit here all night and pick and choose. If I was on TNT right now, I'd give you what I thought about the refs. But I'm not. I'm a coach, and I think the refs do a great job. It's a hard job, man. These guys do a hell of a job. It's tough every night, and there's a lot of especially these type of games. There's a lot of action, so they're human too.
You guys have trailed so little this year. It almost feels weird to see you trying to get one back late in the game. Do you feel like you're good in those situations, or is there areas that you can improve on in those situations?
No, we've been pretty good. We've come back sometimes too this year. It's a little uncharacteristic when it was 2-2. Like when we got, we kind of ran out. We just got a little bit antsy on certain things. But no, I mean, I'm happy with it, with the way the guys played tonight. We just got to shore up a few things.
It seemed like on the power play in particular, there were a lot of passes that were kind of forced into feet.
Yeah.
trying to pass through players rather than finding a passing lane. What leads to that?
You got to move your feet. If a couple of guys move their feet, they won't pass pucks. I get frustrated because we talk about it, but you got to work on it in practice. You know, you cannot stare down your option and have your feet planted. You got to move your feet, and we got to work on that because it's going to get harder and harder as the season goes on. And it's good to learn from, you know, I've always felt you can learn from the best, you know, Kucherov or McDavid. They move their feet all the time, so the angles change. So we can learn from some great players too.